Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Legacy. My name's Noah Mitchell and I'm the Senior Learning Experience Designer here at Legacy FM. So today we're going to talk about a mind hack that I like to use personally to help me get some of the smaller to-do list items checked off throughout the day, and even outside of the professional context, just to help me get the motivation to do things in my everyday life. I'm sure that some of you all have heard of this method before, but my hope with this video is that for those of you who haven't, it helps you to add another tool to your toolbox to help you get things done throughout the day and to be just a little bit more productive. Okay, so what's this method you're talking about, Noah? Well, it's called the 5-minute rule, and it's really simple. The idea is that whenever you have a task or you're presented with a task on your to-do list, you ask yourself, all right, will it take 5 minutes or less? If it does, or if it would, then you should do that thing immediately. You should do it right now. Of course, there are other extenuating circumstances that could prevent you from maybe doing the thing at that particular point in time. But the idea is that you should ask yourself these questions whenever you do have time, maybe at the beginning of your workday, or maybe on a break, or even at the end of your workday, right? So, obviously in a professional context, this can come in handy with maybe emails. So in the morning, you would ask yourself, okay, I need to check emails. Will that take 5 minutes or less? I'm sure that for some people, the answer to that question is no, but perhaps for you, it would be yes. And so the idea with the 5-minute rule is for you to say, okay, I need to do that now. And really it's great because it gives you the motivation to go ahead and get that thing out of the way, opening up more cognitive resources for you throughout the day. And that's because if you don't get some of these things done, then you're probably going to be thinking about them as your workday goes along. That's taking up focus and attention, and you can sort of see where I'm going with that, right? But I really want to give you an example from my personal life outside of work where the 5-minute rule really helped me. And so my family and I, we've been dealing with selling our house, moving into a new apartment, and pretty soon we'll be moving again. Talking about stressful. And these events made me really tired. Actually, still am tired. Who isn't, right? And so I remember distinctly about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we had just gotten into the new apartment. I was exhausted from moving. I mean, y'all, I just really didn't want to do anything at all. And I remember just thinking, I have to brush my teeth tonight. So it was time to go to bed, obviously. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, it's like legitimately, I'm having a battle in my head of like, maybe I can get away without brushing my teeth tonight. I think that would be okay. Thankfully, my brain, sort of caught me. I caught myself in my tracks, and I would ask myself, okay, will it take 5 minutes or less? Yes, it will take 5 minutes or less. And believe it or not, just by catching myself and asking the 5-minute rule question, I brushed my teeth. Thank goodness, right? So you all can be proud of me that I got it done that day, even though I was tired. But even with all the comedy aside, you can see how this simple mind hack can help you throughout the day. And I think personally, it's because we are, first of all, catching ourselves in the moment and then holding ourselves accountable. And I think just the 5-minute rule asks us to reflect on the situation logically. A lot of times we let our emotions run things, which I'm actually a proponent for sometimes maybe allowing that to happen. But most of the time, we need to look at things through a logical lens. And in that case, it was like, hey, brushing your teeth is good for you. Will it take 5 minutes or less? Yes. Okay, do it. So that's really where the 5-minute rule shines, I think. It gives us that short opportunity to reflect on the situation and really to see the audacity of not doing the thing immediately, and help us in the long run by opening up or actually clearing some of that clutter out of our minds. So, emails, boom, got them done. They're not on my mind anymore. Brushing my teeth, boom. Now I can go to sleep because it's not going to be on my mind. I was so tired, I probably would have slept anyway. But anyway, that's really all I have for you today. I really hope that the 5-minute rule works for you. Seriously, give it a shot. The next time you've got, some of these smaller tasks Throughout the day, maybe on your break, if you think about it, just ask yourself, will it take 5 minutes or less? Yeah, okay, go ahead and do it. Anyway, that's all. We'll see you next time.